Hey guys, welcome back to another one of my tower fantasy videos today. Today we'll be going over the fact that I made it to Grand Marshal, and I'll be showing you how to make it to Grand Marshal yourself, and I'll be giving you some player versus player tip. Let's go and get into the video. So when we click right here on the dual swords right here, we're going to click on Apex Liege right here, and we're going to go to it. Now I'm rank 6 right now. Yesterday, which was essentially last night or whatever, I was ranked 5. I don't know how they do the scaling for the different Grand Marshals that's at the exact same star, but yeah, that's the thing. Honestly, I should be 3 because I have higher win percentage than all of them, but we ain't gonna talk about that. I made it to Grand Marshal, and it doesn't decay over time, and you're gonna have these different rewards. These are rewards you get at Grand Marshal: 500 black crystal particle lenses, black eye band, and you get this amazing dust willer, which is a legendary item. I consider orange legendary items or SSR items, and then you get the Grand Marshal tag, which you can flex to people. This is season 1 rewards. I don't know about next season. It ends on September the 1st, so it's not too long from now. It's not too far, but it's not too long either. You have plenty of time. You have a couple weeks before the season ends. It does not have a decay over time effect, so you do want to keep that in mind. In case you're wondering about the different ranks, there is Battle Lord before Battle Lord, there is Star General before Star General, there is Commander. For each one of these ranks, they're going to have ranks 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1, and then the initial rank up. And then for each rank, you have to collect 5 stars in a row to rank up. If you lose a match, it drops a star, and the only way to avoid losing a star each time you lose is if you have the unyielding point. So right now at Grand Marshal, if I have 350 points when I initially lose, then instead of losing a star or dropping from Grand Marshal, what that does is it will protect my rank and keep me in Grand Marshal, but I won't move up a rank either. So it rewards you for getting on win streaks. It rewards you for having these points collected at the bottom, so that way when you do finally lose, you don't drop a rank like how I was doing 25%, 50% of the time. What a painful experience. 50 to 30% of the time. But yeah, that's how that works. And if I'm not mistaken, if you fill this bar all the way up, I think it ranks you up an entire thing. So if you're like at Battle Lord rank 2 or something, if you get this initial level up, I think it automatically levels you up to the Grand Marshal. But I'm not 100% sure. Do not take what I'm saying. Take it with a grain of salt, because I think I did this when I was lower rank, but I don't remember because lower rank is super easy. So yeah, that's Grand Marshal. That's how the ranking system works and all that nonsense. Then the next tip I can give you is knowing your weapons, right? The weapons that I used the entire time was Crow's weapon, Coco's Ritter weapon, and then Nemesis weapon, right? Because the meta is you kind of have to have Nemesis or a top tier weapon in general. So I'm going to link my player versus player guide at the end of the video. A really good guide going over the different metas and the different types of weapons that are very useful in this meta that you can essentially use, some even replacements, some swamp outs and things like that. But this is the setup that I ran, and this is how I got to Grand Marshal. This is what I pretty much used the entire time, except for before I got Crow weapon, I used another weapon, which was what weapon did I use? I used the Scythe. But as soon as I got Crow weapon, I replaced the Scythe with Crow's weapon because it does a lot of damage. So you just want to know the weapons, the setups, and things like that. The next thing I'm going to be heading over to is the relic system. When I click on the relic system over here, there's a lot of different SRs and SSRs that are fairly useful, but the best relics in player versus player are actually going to be the SR, something you can collect from exploration that is super OP at max stars inside the arena. You're gonna have the magnetic storm, the missile barrage, the space-time rift, the jetpack, the cybernetic arm, the conduit, or whatever the hell this thing is called, and then you're gonna have the magnetic pulse, and then you're gonna have possibly the collapsible arms. The confinement is good, and then possibly the hologram projector, but I haven't used it, but I have seen people on CN use it, and it essentially doubles your damage because you're going to put a clone of yourself and it's going to copy whatever you do, which is really good. So those are the different ones you use, and for the ones that I ran, sometimes I'll switch between magnetic storm, missile barrage, space-time rift, the conduit, and the magnetic pulse. But for the most part, what I mostly used the entire time was the magnetic pulse and the missile barrage, because the missile barrage is free damage, and what the magnetic pulse does at max stars is whenever you're getting combo or in a combo, you can press it. Like, this is one of the gadgets you can use no matter what is happening, because it's a defensive relic, and you press it, it gives you super armor for 5 seconds, or on this gadget say immunity to all blah 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 things. It just gives you super armor, so you're able to run out of anything, and you're not able to get comboed for 5 seconds, and it knocks them back, and if I'm not mistaken, stuns them. So really useful gadget, especially for those crow spammers, because I get tired of dealing with those motherfuckers on a daily basis. So yeah, those are the relics that you can use. And another tip that I'm going to give is the tap method. So when you head over here into settings, you're going to go to camera, you're going to set it to manual. This works on PC. I'm not 100% sure for it mobile, but you're going to head over to PC, you're going to click the manual, you're going to set your settings just like how I have them set it right here, right? And then you're going to look for an enemy. There's only one enemy in the arena. Welcome to YouTube, buddy. But there's only one enemy in the area, so you won't have to worry about this problem. But essentially what happens is, why is my alarm going off? But yeah, essentially what happens is you can click tap. As you can see, that tap, the little diamond is lined up. This is what they do in an arena. And what this allows you to do is, from range, you can jump, and it'll hit them all the way right there. And you can do a backspace, and you'll hit them. And then what you can do is run away, and they'll still hit them. I can be all the way over here, it'll turn me around, and it'll still hit them. That's how OP tap is. It doesn't work for crows also, because it's just that initial kick. But with his discharge skill, it will send you right to them, as long as they're on the ground and not in the air. So I don't know how it works for other weapons, but I do know for Krill's weapon and a couple others, it'll teleport you right to them, or it'll still hit them from that initial distance. So that's the tap method. You'll be clicking tap while playing player versus player, but people don't do that. People use a auto clicker. So essentially what an auto clicker is something you can download on your PC. And an auto clicker, what it does is you can set it up to tab, so that way it spams tab the entire match without you have to ever put your finger on it. And you can just play the game normally, and then every single hit you does, it's almost guaranteed to hit them. Not 100% guaranteed, because you know, they can still get some flukes in, they can still get some dodges, it can still not lock on sometimes and things like that. But yeah, that's the thing. And another little tip that I can give for player versus player is that whenever you're playing player versus player, the rank is very far. And okay, I kept getting interrupted, so I might have to unpause this at a weird time. But anyhow, I don't know what I was talking about, but essentially what was I was talking about is whenever you're playing player versus player, you just want to make sure that you're taking breaks in between, because like I said, it is a hard grind, it is a long grind, it's a very painful grind. You just want to make sure that you're listening to music, or you're relaxing, or you're taking breaks in between. Also, when you're queuing, if you study queuing against someone you're losing, give it about 3-5 minutes so they'll queue into someone else, and then you'll get a new opponent, because what they're going to do is, if they just won against you, they're probably going to queue again so they can get that initial rank up or get another star, because why would they stop queuing if they keep winning? It doesn't make any sense. I want to make the process go past as quickly as possible. If I'm studying winning, I'm going to keep queuing because I'm going to keep winning. That's the initial mindset of the humans inside of Tower of Fantasy. So yeah, that's pretty cool, I guess. And the last little tip that I can give for player versus player is, like I said, just know when to take a break, know when to relax. But if you guys did like the video, don't forget to leave a like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.